I'll show you my lineup that I have here in my full-point PPR league that I'm in. So I have Matthew Stafford as my quarterback. Dalvin Cook, that was my first pick. I was the first overall pick, so took him. Jonathan Taylor. My other running back, wide receivers, Allen Robinson, C.D. Lamb. I have tight end T.J. Hawkinson. In the flex, I have Brandon Ayuk. Defense, Washington football team defense, and kicker Greg Zuerlein. So with the first overall pick, I was definitely excited to have Dalvin Cook number one. If you do fantasy football like I do, it's the time of year you love. It's the only fantasy sport I do. Football is the sport I care about the most. So very excited for the start of the season and the New England Patriots games. Tomorrow night for the Bucks-Cowboys, I'm going to do a quick blind prediction for that game. I'm going to say it's going to be the Bucks over the Cowboys 30-24. And let's hope that C.D. Lamb and Greg Zuerlein do something, kick those field goals and get a nice touchdown. More detail about why I chose my lineup and what I like about it. I have Matthew Stafford as my starting quarterback. And I really wanted to take him because I think him going to the LA Rams is going to be a great sort of spark for him in his career. I think with those weapons there, he's going to be great. I think McVay will know how to use them. And Dalvin Cook and Jonathan Taylor, I really got lucky with those running backs. I think that they're both going to have great seasons. And when you're in fantasy football, PPR league, you definitely want to have two great running backs, or at least one great running back. I happen to get two, so I'm pretty happy about that. As far as and my wide receivers I love as well. I think they were a great pick. The tight end in Detroit, I think for where I got him was a good pick. Brandon Ayuk was a good pick. I think Washington defense is supposed to be really good this year. Pretty happy about that. So all in all, pretty excited. And so I wanted to talk about who I think is going to go off this year. I'm going to make sort of 3 videos in the Fantasy Football League season blind predictions. This at the beginning. I'll do one maybe at the end of October. Beginning November, something like that, and then I'll do one at the very end of the season and find out who had the best, which blind predictions had come true. So I think going forward, besides the obvious ones, I think gonna have a great fantasy year is gonna be some of the wide receivers like Terry McLaurin, Justin Jefferson, Allen Robinson. Lucky to have snagged one of those. But I also believe that, and this is how it is in fantasy, there's always going to be someone that pops up on the waiver wire week 5 or 6, and you want to be in that good waiver wire spot to pick it up. Now, I did have the first overall pick in this league, so I did get number 12 waiver wire. So it's just how it works, it is what it is. You got to be smart with your waiver wire pick, I do believe. You don't want to waste your waiver wire pick on somebody too early. I think you want to wait to 2 things. You want to wait to, because it always happens inevitably, someone goes down, say like a running back, and then their backup running back comes in, and you want to be able to snag and get him. You could get him on free agency now, most likely, but a good thing to do is to definitely be in good waiver position to pick him up if that does happen. The other thing, and this is something I've always been good at, is getting a wide receiver when they are coming onto the scene. Last year in 2020, I was able to get Chase Claypool when he made his big debut. And one of the first ones I did well in, I want to say it was 2014, was the rookie year of Odell Beckham Jr. I just literally picked him up off of free agency. I don't even think I used a waiver wire pick. I just picked him up and boom, I had Odell Beckham on my team. Really excited about how that went, Obviously, it's been a great career for him on the Browns. So, Fantasy Football League season, I think that the star running backs are great. I think Darren Waller as a tight end is going to have a great year. I think Kyle Pitts actually might have a great rookie tight end year. Now, as far as predictions go, I'm a New England Patriots fan, so I do have to say that I think the Patriots are going to do a lot better this year now that they have Mac Jones at the starting quarterback position. I think it'll be... I'm going to predict a 11-6 season because there's 17 games now. I'm going to predict 11-6 for the New England Patriots, and their first win. The first win comes this weekend against Miami Dolphins, in what should be a great matchup. So, I hope this video was helpful as the skies are getting dark. We might get some rain here in a little bit. Figured I'd show you something else other than the computer screen. So fantasy football starting. I follow Fantasy Pros. I think they're great. Dan Harris, Kyle Yates, and Joe. I'm not sure his last name, but they're great with these topics. So there's my beginning of the year prediction. I think that tomorrow night, calling the game, Buccaneers and Cowboys. I think Buccaneers are going to win 30-24. And let's hopefully CeeDee Lamb goes off and Greg Zuerlein does well. So that's sort of my predictions on that. Hope you enjoy the football season. And if you play fantasy football, hit me up, drop a line, and we'll try to give each other some advice. All right. Thanks for watching my show. Talk to you later.